I cannot waste no time, bitch, I'm really timeless. I cannot leave my houses without diamonds. All the faces on my watches jump out it. Chains faces on the watches, now they frowning. I probably spent
Alright boys, we're doing a little Rust building here on this creative server. Just testing out a few builds. Trying to see like what designs work best. So sort of come up with 3 stages of a base, because all the good Rust builders say you gotta build in stages, which is true. You don't have all the resources right away, so first stage of the build is a 1x1. It's kind of hard to get into because this box blocks the way, but it's got 2 bags, 3 small chests, a furnace, cupboard, really everything you need for like a shit shack. Got your key lock, you gotta have that until you smelt enough metal ore. The 3 chests should be good enough until you can get all the stuff that you need. It's kind of nice that I put the 2 bags because how I start out, it's nice having a friend if one of you is in the base with the key, that way you're not running around with the key. I mean, if you have to, you can, but it's kind of like worst case scenario, because if you die with your key, I mean, maybe you're far away and someone can't find your base, but if they find your base, you're kind of fucked. Alright, so we're moving on to the next base, or the next part of the base. This is assuming you got enough metal for the code locks. So we got, there's not an airlock on this, which is optional for the expansion, because I mean, I guess you could have one right here if you want to put one down real quick, but I'm sort of trying to build it in stages, I guess. So here's your room that you start off with. Looks exactly the same. I kept that one the same, haven't broken anything. And then we add a 2x2. I started out with a bunch of, oh my god, let me get out of the way. Added 2 more bags just in case you have a bigger group, 2 more furnaces to get that like metal, sulfur, all that stuff smelting faster. And then I put a row of small chests because you don't really want to be wasting your metal frags or whatever. You're trying to make it on pipes, code locks, metal doors, all that shit. So pretty basic, pretty self-explanatory. Still all wood, but you just got the code locks so you can have like everyone leaving the base at the same time without anyone having to stay in the base with the key. And then this is not like the final design, but because I have another part after this, but basically the next step, you're gonna want to have an airlock and you're gonna want to make it all in the stone. I have bags in the airlock and a small chest behind the door, which is, this is the best spot to put it if you're gonna put a chest in here, because it doesn't get stuck when you're trying to walk in and out of the door. The bags, I kind of put them in here just to save space from everywhere else. And honestly, this is like, if you have a few bags in here so your teammates can spawn in and bag you in, it's really not that big of a deal if you have your bags in the airlock. This chest is more just a drop chest, you don't want to keep anything in there, but I feel like the bags in there, it's just like an interesting way of using the space. In here, still the 2 furnaces, took out all the small chests, which might be a waste, but I don't know, but this adds for way more storage. You got 6 large chests, which is way more than the 7 small chests. It's definitely over double. And then by this point you'll have enough for the metal doors, all the code locks, the sheet, the salvage shelves, the big chests, all that good stuff. And I actually took out the bags in here to add more storage in here. I feel like this, and more furnaces. I feel like this is the main area where you want to keep your best stuff, because it's still 1 wall, but it's 3 doors, and maybe if people are satchel charge rating, they'll come through the front, but I don't know, it's just a and it's splitting up the loot into 2 separate rooms, so there's that. And then the last part, which obviously this is a starter base setup, you really don't want to be adding like too much, but I've seen this on a few designs. People on starter bases, you can get up a few quick walls. Let's see if I can do it real quick. I don't know why this was glitching out before. And they can you can throw down a large furnace, but mainly the refinery is a big thing. Because if you can get that low grade right away, you can do so many flamethrower raids, and just so essential. And then let's see, it'll probably take about 4 to 5 walls depending on how you do it. And this is, I don't know how I feel about this, but let's see if we can. This, maybe that. Let me check this out. But basically, just an airlock. You don't want to be spending your gears on the gate, and it's just such a waste, I feel like. Or my opinion, at least. Yeah, so alright, this is cancer. Alright, so basically the walls aren't that greatly placed. I kinda did it quick, but you get the point. Yeah, I don't think you can get through that. So it adds like an extra layer of protection to your base, and people think they'll see this and be like, you probably won't attack it. I don't know, or maybe they will, but mainly just getting the furnace and the refinery is so big for like startup games. Like if you can get fuel and if you can get the crude oil in the refinery, it is like so good for early game flamethrower rating. And then I mean, furnace is self-explanatory. You probably want to, if you don't go all the way around, which, let's see, going all the way around would probably only be like 2, maybe, yeah. I'd actually say you might want to do this, just go all the way around, might as well. If it's only 2 more, because then you got basically a full, again, bad wall placement on my part, but you get the point. If you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times 1,500, I don't know. It's probably, it might be worth doing this instead of the honeycomb around the base, especially a starter base. You don't want to be wasting your stone on this. And I know some people think this is a waste, but if you can go, if you have a big clan, like a decently sized clan, I feel like this could work out pretty well. And just the main thing is having the courtyard so no one can like steal the crude oil of this, or the all the stuff like your sulfur and metal from your furnace. I don't know. I feel like this is just like pretty crucial to big clans startup. And I know you can go like the red towns, but still, it's nice to have your own. So yeah, pretty much it. Building the base, there's like 4 phases basically. The 1x1, I guess that's like 2x1 or a 2x2. You probably want to put the airlock on that because a lot of your main chest storage is going to be in that 2x1. And then the final product is the 2x2. The high externals and like the courtyard area is definitely optional. And oh yeah, forgot to add what you'd want to do here. Let me see where it would be. You want to put a ladder so you can get up, and then basically like right there. Probably put more windows, but I just kind of like doing this. And then you'd want to put a window bar in so people can't boost in. And yeah, it's pretty much what you'd want to have first day of the wipe if you're in a decently sized clan. I know some people like to take it slow or whatever, but I think if you can have this first day, you'll have an amazing wipe. So, yup.